Good morning, gentlemen and ladies. Today was Saturday, the 9th of December, and just a small video, introduction video about my concrete patio in front of my walkway. In front of my house. And this morning, for the first time this winter, we reached minus 20 degrees Celsius. I will let you know in Fahrenheit. But just to show you the importance of good drainage, because as you can see all around, we had a great meltdown. For 2 days the temperature were way above freezing. We reached almost 6 degrees Celsius, but we had a very pouring rain condition, like almost 25 millimeters of rain in less than 24 hours. So the soil was not frozen, so all the water went in the soil. And then after we had that big freeze, and the freeze here didn't cause any blocks to move. So they're straight as a arrow on each side, as you can see. I'm gonna go far at the so that I have excited dog, and very straight patio, so no big dip or up like I had to before in the winter. So having that firm, I think I put 3 or 4 inches of crushed rock above the sand, really helped to stabilize the patio. And now, just for wondering for the RV, I'm just gonna go on the bright side, and like you can see, they're very where the puppy is. It's very holding outstandingly very good. And I'm gonna go on the other side too. So I hope you're able to see it, but yeah, it's they're very the dogs are very happy. Get away, you! And yeah, very straight, and it's a very plumb. And of course, my heat pump is working good, the roof. And what I manage, what I've done is I put my summer table and like this, so it has a good block. So it's I have no whatsoever snow there. So as you can see, this is my backyard, and yeah, we had that great meltdown for sure. So on that, just hold on, I'm gonna put, so on that, what is going to happen is the rest of the video, I'm aiming to go towards Quebec City. I've got a nice purchase to do, and I'll show you that later on. And also, hopefully, I have plenty of time to go see you the Chateau Frontenac. It's a very nice hotel there, and it's I mean, Quebec City, you just show that picture and you're right away, it's a very well-known hotel, and throughout the world, and as soon as you see it, you will see that's Quebec City. Hopefully I will be able to see also the Citadel, just a quick visit on there. All right, so please stick around. Cheers. Look at the dog. Oh boy. And Ruby is round of the snowplow of Joe's snowplow. He likes to play. Yeah. All right. Cheers. Good day, gentlemen and ladies. As you can see behind me, on a windy day, we have the Chateau Frontenac, and it's a crowded even in that cold day. So you have a famous Museum du Fort, and yeah. It's pretty windy, so I ain't gonna leave my car, because again I am parked where I'm not supposed to be. And they have a constable just toward like this, so he did me no more than 2 minutes. So all right, so I have the funicular down there, so you can see the flag, the Canadian flag. It's quite all right, I'm gonna have to try to do another point of view. All right, cheers. All right, I have to make it really quick. Behind me, I've got the embassy of the United States, the St. Lawrence River. Yeah. This is the Chateau Frontenac. So it's a nice, really park here. It's on a windy day. So, yeah. It's a wrong time to choose that video to do. And you have the Canadian flag. So, all right, cheers. Bye. All right, so behind me, totally legally, I have the Parliament of Quebec with all those little figures. and there's it's a huge part. Here is a roundabout. We get the big sun down there. That's towards Chicoutimi. So it's a very nice area here, and it's always you have the Porte Saint-Louis. It's one of the main gates to go to the whole Quebec City. The Citadel is right up there. It's a big military installation, fortification. All right. So before I get cut, I might as well inject myself out of here. All right. Cheers. So I just came back from Quebec for the 303. It's doing very well. It's just amazing. So it's in really good shape. It's a number 4 Mark 1, so 1943, and I have all the markings, so outstanding, sir. Good morning, gentlemen and ladies. I'm back from my trip yesterday, Saturday, from Quebec City. It was minus 20, but now with the sun going up, you can see that it's minus 16 degrees Celsius outside. Yes, it's kind of it's 17 degrees. However, the barometric pressure is very high. And yesterday in Quebec City, it was windy. I was talking with the security guard outside in front of the Consulat of United States. It's not an ambassade, it's a consulat. And he told me, he said, yeah, he had double layers of underwear, and he had to take turns for the security outside the consulat. And now you all, I completely forgot yesterday at the beginning of my video about this tool, and I'm going to show you that right now. All right, so please stick around. Again, the dogs are getting excited each time I go outside. This morning we have a foggy condition because it's called winter smog. It's a combination of pollution, air pressure, high pressure, barometric pressure, humidity also, because the humidity is dropping. So yeah, that's why we have that foggy condition. I don't know if you can see it on camera. Now, the question is regarding my tool. Yes, God. It's airport related. A lot of you guys, folks, had a very near answer. I know there's Joseph was saying for cleaning boots, other was saying for cleaning stuff like I forgot the word, sorry about that, but Joseph I think was the nearest answer about boots. As you know, there's various type of vehicle going on airports, and when I mean on airports, there's the access to airports, like you folks when you go to airports with your personal car or with a vehicle, let's say. This is a non-restricted area. When we go step in the restricted area, and what I'm talking about the restricted area is the tarmac, then the taxiways and the runways. And the runways is basically where the aircraft lands and take off. The taxiways, it's the link between the tarmac and the runways, and the tarmac, that's where you service the aircraft. That's where the passenger, or for us, we have a kind of a habit of putting armament into the aircrafts. So various type of armaments. So and I love it. And these areas, we have also run-up servicing spot where we attach the aircraft on the ground, and so we can do a run-off of the engine, and that's lovely, especially when you do a full afterburner, let's say a full power F-18 run-up, and you're right under the engine checking for various type of leaks. You get buzz at it, all right? That's what happened after a few years. Is that explaining something on my habits? All right, now let's stick to the subject. All right, so each time then we leave the restricted area, which is the runways, the taxiways, and the tarmac, it's okay, we will leave. But when we come back, we have to do a FOD check, and that's why on my video I had the last portion of the video, I had like a FOD and with an aircraft, and that what I mean is a foreign object damage. So anything, then it's on the tarmac. It could be rocks, it can be various type of debris. You know, we have big rows of cleaning the runways, all these areas, and sometimes these brushers leave strings, so we have to pick that, we have to clean that. However, towers are when we go from the unrestricted area to the restricted area, we bring a lot of little small rocks and various type of debris which stick between the, I'm going to show you that in detail. All right, now I've got Scott right beside me. He's lacking of attention. They spent all day yesterday. All right, so Doug, couché down. All right, and then I got Roby, which is jealous. All right, now with that keys and what I have, couché partout down. Okay, so what I have is we have various type of vehicle. Mainly we have tractors, specialized tractor to work on aircraft, to push the aircraft or to pull, bringing various type of you know, those luggage cart. We have various type of mules and stuff like that. Now for me, what I have access to many trucks, and one of them, it's a nice diesel F350, brand spanking new, very expensive diesel truck, and it's a dually basically. So I've got 6 wheel to check. Sometimes I have a F250. The other one, Ruby, don't move. So that keys is for, I'm just gonna do a close up because I have very excited puppy dogs right now, and just look at it, look at them. All right, so Scott, couché, bad boy. All right, so this is basically, you see all these, I know if you, I hope you're able to see it at this, but that, so when I have small rocks, instead of using keys, so basically I pass the hook like this to remove, and I have to do that each time that I'm leaving the restricted area. So when the guy made that for me, so I just remove the dirt like this. See, I have rocks in there, so I just like that. And right now, like you can see it's pretty cold. So doing that with your fingers in summer, yes, but that tool, that's what it's made for. Now it's not only for the engine sucking out stuff, because the engine, yes, the F-18 it's quite high, but it's also for propeller aircraft. I used to work, like I mentioned many times, on the CP-140 Aurora aircraft. It's a maritime patrol. It's a 4 propeller like the Hercules, basically the same engine, except it's a 4 blade, and having rocks on the ground, it will basically damage the propeller, a very expensive propeller prop. So yes, so that's why we have to, each time we go from the unrestricted to the restricted area, tarmac, taxiways, runways, we have to make sure we have to clean our towers. All right, so let's go in my garage and let's find out what I'm going to do. All right, cheers. Yes, for the garbage which filled with sand and salt, I use it this time from going towards the garage and going towards the car, because like I mentioned to you on the beginning of my video, we had like very raining condition, and then it's all frost. So very interesting things. See the salt, it's melted around the ice. Because of the when it's melted, the water is full of ice, so very interesting to see. So that gives you an idea how thick the ice is. And yes, sand is very nice to have because it was slippery. And yeah, so I'm not leaving the dog outside. It's a little bit too cold for them. You see, Scott is already licking his paw, so let's put them inside and stick around. With these 2 days of cold temperature in the garage right now, I'm keeping it just barely above the 0 degrees Celsius, which is around 34 Fahrenheit. All right, so I keep it low. When I have to work, like I say, I'm gonna crank up the temperature. And yes, of course, my John Deere is not gonna run too much during the winter time, so I put the maintenance battery once a while. That's it, once a month for 1 day or two. Now it's been connected for a whole week, so I'm gonna disconnect it. And I got another maintenance battery to take care of my RV, so I do the same with my RV batteries. I made a very nice video about on my Mahindra, servicing the Mahindra battery, so I will have the link of my video. But yes, for you folks who don't use their lawnmower during the winter, at least do it twice. Put a tender battery charger, and that will rejuvenate also the battery, because they play with the frequencies. And it's expensive, but it's very well worth it to have these, so that keep in good condition your batteries for that. The other thing I like to mention is Steve Robb this morning did an outstanding, I think it's 45 minutes long, or maybe 55. It's a very outstanding, informative video about the compressor, and I really like it, the way he built it, the way he did it, the way it was. He talked about Teflon, no oilless, and oil compressor, the CFM, the amps, the volume of air, the duty cycle. And please go see his videos for you folks who gonna need compressor, or just as an information. Because I've got two compressors. The other one, you didn't see it. I use it basically for clean my weapons. But oops, I live in Canada. I'm not allowed to speak about that. Jesus. Anyway. But yes, but this one is often you see it on my video, so I use it extensively with large volume of air. Yeah, that trip in Quebec City. Yesterday I came back. It was I came back was around 9 o'clock or 8. And it was very nice to see the star with no light pollution at all, because the road is pointing towards the north, so I was able to see the northern sky and west and east, and it was very nice to see that. All right, so do please take care of yourself. Don't go crazy about spending all these Christmas thing. Think about the joy of having your family all together. A nice meal first, because food is expensive. Here in Canada, it's roughly, for a family of 4, $17,000 roughly to feed a family of 4. Can you imagine how much money it is? So yes, do make your garden. Do encourage local farmers to buy beef directly to the producer, not through the transformer like the grocery stores. They made so much of a huge profit. It should be illegal. It is illegal. Anyway, so I don't want to talk about it, because it's but yes, enjoy the family times instead of buying gifts, and I'll end up at the same place a few years later. So yeah, on that, cheers. Bye bye.